Hey everyone, it's Liz. I know it's been a hot minute since I've been on YouTube. I wanted to talk about the aftermath of narcissistic abuse, in particular something called delayed onset illness, which is fun to learn about a year and a half later after escaping a narcissistically abusive relationship, basically. This is basically why I've been gone for 4 months from YouTube. I'm kind of fresh-faced. I know my acne's gone crazy. It's just not a perfect time to record this, so it is what it is. As a quick recap, as for my narcissistic abusive relationship timeline, I left him in March of 2023. It was like a 4.5-year relationship. We kind of got stuck together in COVID, the lockdowns. His mask was on before then, but then afterwards it slowly came off. In the last 3 months, basically January to March of 23, were complete hell for me. The emotional and mental abuse turned into more physical, and he also threatened to kill me more than once. But since then, I've definitely been on a healing journey. All's well. I haven't seen him since then. Don't plan on it. We're in completely different states. But as for July of 2024, after almost a year and a half of healing, I discovered that he had 4 social media accounts stalking me. Those have been blocked since then. But also in July, I started noticing some weird health issues. And even though through all of my narcissistic inquiries, since leaving that and trying to figure out what I went through, I didn't really come across anything about delayed illnesses until some weird stuff started happening. And if you haven't noticed, my eyelashes on my left eye have started to turn white. It started with just 3 of them, late July and August of this year, and since then it's the whole row has turned white. Basically, stress-related diseases are a pain. When you're in an abusive situation or any kind of stressful, chronic stress over many years, months, things happen. And with narcissistic abuse, the experts, so-called experts, believe that there's something called delayed onset illness, which even after leaving an abusive relationship, you can manifest health issues, particularly more like autoimmune or inflammatory diseases, up to 5 years after leaving an abusive relationship. So, not a fun thing to learn about, and if you are going through an abusive situation or have gotten out of one, I don't mean to talk about this to scare you at all. It's more of an information. I didn't really realize this at first either, that this kind of thing existed. But adrenaline is a pesky little compound in the body. It basically acts as a pain suppressor in the flight or flight response. And over extended periods of time, we won't really realize what the stress is doing to our body. Especially in a narcissistically abusive relationship, when you're trauma bonded to someone, thinking you're in love with someone and they're telling you they're in love with you, but then their actions don't match their words. And it's a very confusing time. A lot of gaslighting, manipulation, again, trauma, threats, abuse in many different forms: mental, emotional, financial, social, physical, can be all of them and more, but mostly psychological. Psychological stress has repercussions, so does emotional stress, and again, these things can manifest months to years after leaving a toxic situation. So again, not to scare you, but just to inform you that weird things could happen. By July, I was feeling pretty good, actually, in spite of finding finally his social media contacts. Like, I I'd known he was kind of watching me, but because my view counts was way higher than my friend list on social media, so being able to stop that was a relief. Even before that, I was healing quite well. So it was quite a shock that once I was feeling well, and it's usually what happens when you're finally fully out of flight or fight, and your cortisol levels are starting to normalize, you're not bathing in cortisol and stress hormones anymore. It was just a shock that all these things started to happen to my physical body, health, physically and mentally. I didn't realize, silent anxiety attacks and panic attacks are a thing. Again, as you can see, like, my body's kind of going haywire with different things, autoimmune issues, but overall I am okay. I had to take 4 months off basically so I can figure out how to de-stress even more. Introduce more health and fitness and supplements and medications. So it's just a whole new journey. But it's been mentally rough. And like I said, like, when you get to that point of physically and finally detaching from the narcissist and feeling good and healing yourself over a year later, that, weird things happen to your body. The stress of all those years and what you've been through eventually does catch up with you. And that's what I'm dealing with right now. That's why I've been gone for 4 months. And I know that I am wanting to be back, and I will be back here. It's just going to be a lot slower than I want. It's been a new journey to just, take care of me, basically. And then work after. So, I am back, as you can tell as well. Lee's back. I don't want to take too much of his story. He wants to share it, but, the last update on him was that he had cancer, and he had a certain amount of time the doctors gave him. However, he's outlived that time, and he's doing a lot better. He's healed, he's healing, he actually has a new pep in his step, a new outlook on life, and that's why he's been posting. He has some projects he wants to start sharing again, so that's why you've seen him and not me yet until now. But I'll be back here. I do want to finish the Cultivating Gratitude journey. I still have the videos, I just haven't posted them because I've been away. And other things like talking more about narcissistic abuse possibly, or just ultimately teaching y'all how to heal, since I did the numbers, like from April of 2017 to July of 24. I made over 700 light language videos in that time. So very productive time in 7 years for over 700 videos. And that's individual light languages. That's not counting the sets and other compilation videos that I've done with them. But yeah, it's been a long journey. My heart is still in a place that I want to heal the world. I think now it's time to start teaching instead of doing, I guess, sharing or showing. I don't know how you explain that, but instead of doing light language, like more hands-on, or teaching you all how to, heal your own lives, mentally, physically, everything. So, new journeys ahead. I wanted to pop in here. It is the night before Thanksgiving here in the United States. By the time this video is posted, it will be posted on Thanksgiving. So I'll put some slides up maybe. But yeah, I'm just very thankful for this channel. I'm very thankful for all of you guys, for continuing your health journeys as well. Thank you for all of your love and support. I've read your messages and emails. I just haven't had any energy to respond. So I apologize, but I'm thankful for, health that I have now, and a whole new outlook on life, on, appreciating life that we do have, and the amount of time we do have in life, and what we are physically capable of in every moment. So I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. More to come on L&L here soon. I don't know if you hear my cat crying, but he wants to be involved, as always. But we'll be back with new videos soon. More information on what I've been going through and all that stuff, and a new video. But I just want to say hi, I love you guys, and happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate here in the US.